So good morning friends, this is Hitesh from Anup Kelkar's Python Academy. So today I come back with some another SQL related problem statements which is on data lemma. You can practice here, you can improve your skills on SQL here. Okay, you try your hand. So today we will start with the one of the easiest problem statement that was asked by Facebook as the average post Hiatus part 1. Let's see what is the problem statement. Okay, so what problem statement is given to us? Given a table of Facebook post, for each post is at least twice in a 21. There is a Facebook post, okay, that is posted on each date, and each post is at least twice in a 21. That means once in a two times in a year. So we have to write a query to find out the number of days between each user of the first post and of that year and the last post of that year. So basically we have to find the difference between the first post of that same user and the last post of that same user in the year of 2021. And so we have to show the user and the number of days between first and last post for each user we have to show. Okay, so our schema is given to you, that is a post table where we have the four columns, that is user id, post id, by which id user has posted that post, and the post id, post date, and post content, what are the content. Okay, so example of this table is given to you as the first user id is 15151652 and the post id is 5994412, and they are posted on date 7th of I think maybe October, 7th of October 2021 at 12 o'clock, and their post content is need a hub, and related all the posts are given to you in this table, and these are the expected output. So we have to find out the same user as their first user id and the number of days between the last post and the first post. Okay, and so on. The data set you are querying against may different input and outputs, there may be input may be vary. Okay, so let's go. What is the query? So basically here we are using common table expression. Okay, so let's see. So we have to basically the motto of this query, we have to basically find out the number of days between the first post and the last post, that's it. Okay, so let's see. So for that we will use with as a select statement, and after that we will apply that with statement as a common table expression on the select statement. Okay, so let's see. With, so I am giving the common table expression name as a user first last post. Okay, user first last post as a alias. Mm. So now we have to write the query in between. Select. Now we have to fetch the user ID. So for that we will write user ID first date. For that we will use minimum function, that is aggregate function, which is used to calculate the first date of the posted post. What is the name of that field? Post ID. Sorry, post date, because we have to calculate the difference of the day between the first and last post. That's why we are passing as a first date where they are posted. We are giving the alias of this day as a first post date. Now we have to find the last date on the post. For that we will use max function. Again we will apply post date and given the alias of that column name is last post date. So basically this from we are fetching this table from post. So now we have to apply the condition. For that we will use where clause, and we have to basically we have to extract the year from the date. So for that we will use extract function, and I have to extract the year from post date. So basically post date is a column which is used to store the date time value. Okay, and the date is stored in dd mm y, and time is also given to you. From that I have to extract only year. Okay, so within that year what is the last and first post. For that we have used extract function, and here problem statement it will say you have to extract the post of the year only 2021. So for that we will use equal operator, which will post date should be equal to only 2021. And now we have to find out the user id, because sometime from same user they had post number of post. So for that we will apply group by clause. Okay, for that we will apply group by clause, and then the user id we will group by that user id. And now when we apply group by, so for that we will apply the condition by using having clause, and the count of that post not more than 2. So for that we will use again count function, which is again aggregate function, and their number of rows should be equal greater than or equal to 2. For that we will apply count star. Star means it will show the number of post of that same user id. Okay, so for that we will write count star greater than 2. So see, this is now we have written common table expression. Now we have to apply this common table expression with the help of select statement, because this is the expression. So basically we have written this expression, but while we running this expression we didn't get as much expected answer. So for that we have to apply select statement other than this one. So what we have to fetch is a user id and the number of days between. So for that we will write select query user id, again we have to extract the number of days. We have to extract the number of days between the first and last post. So for that again we have write extract day. So we have to extract day from the difference of that post. So for that here see we have written the first post date and the last post date. First post date and the last post date. So basically from here we will calculate the number of days difference between the first post and the last post. Okay, so last post date, from here we will get the difference between the days of the first and last post. So how many days are between the first and last post, of number of days we will given to you. and we will give the name of that column by using the alias as the days between by using as clause days between from table name. Okay, so what is the table name here? So table name we have written as a common table expression is a user first last post, user first last post. So now this will become the table name, because in common table expression we had already passed the table name as a post, but while writing this common table expression, now this is the name of this common table expression, that is user first last post. So from within this query the our table name now will become the name of the common table expression, that is user post, user first last post. Okay, so we have written all the query. Let's see whether we will get expected output or not. Okay, so let's run it. Let's run it. What we will get? So we will get the number of we will get the two column as a user ID. From this ID, number of days between the first and last post is 3000 307 days, and from this ID we will get they had posted difference between the first and last post is 206. Okay, so let's see whether we will get expected output or not. Okay, so here they had given you whether we will get expected output or not. Sorry. Mm, let's see. So we will get the number of days between the expected output, that is 307 for this user ID. Yeah, see, we will get the expected one. So this is our expected output, as we will get the expected, we will return the query as expected output, that is 307 and 206. So for that, basically difference between, to understand this query you have to basic knowledge of aggregate function and the sum of the date time function, that is a timestamp in SQL query, and little bit knowledge about city, that is common table expression, it is quite easy. Okay, so if you have any doubt, do comment us, and please before moving this type of question you have to first basic knowledge on date timestamp and aggregate function and common table expression, that's it, and basically somewhere group by and having clause. Okay, so that's it for here today. Thank you.